The ratio or the percentage of crime is very less. It comes less than 1% if you go with the listed or reputed institutions. While import, what happens, you have to pay money. Your currency will go to that country. When you export, no, you will borrow their currency. All the finance sector means what? All related to cash. So everybody should be active in case of cash, because if you are inactive, there may be chances of losing money. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir, lecturer in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. We are discussing your Unit 3, the Session 3 of your Financial Market and Services. Under this, we are discussing topic called Financial Services. Financial services in the sense, what are the services the financial sectors give us? So, we take many services from financial sector. We borrow loan, we invest, we deposit, short-term loans, long-term loans, all comes under your financial sector. Even though you do your stock market, exchange of stock, exchange of money, all these things we can find in financial services. This is a small topic as well as small unit. First one, we will understand what is financial services. Now, the financial services are intermediary services in financial marketplace. As I told you, financial sectors always intermediators. Intermediator in the sense, for example, this is you and this is some company. You cannot go directly to the company. In between, some person will be there. Financial services or financial sectors. So, on behalf of you, they collect money from you and they will give it to the company for investment purpose. It is very simple. There are many stock brokers are there. If you want to buy any shares, you will not go to Infosys company near the gate and please give me 10 shares. No. So how do you buy your shares? There are many online applications are there. Just you have to log in with all your credentials. After logged in, you will be permitted to buy or sell your shares. Who will do all these activities? Yes, on the commission basis, these people will take money from you. They will invest in the company. If your share value is going up, you will be benefited. Your share value is going down, you will be under loss. These are the things you are supposed to remember while doing your financial services. Now, as I told you, financial services are intermediary. Intermediary means they work as an agent between you and company. Now, financial services are provided by the bank. Usually financial services are provided by whom? Banks and financial institutions. In financial system, it is a process by which funds are mobilized. How funds are mobilized? From you, the funds transfer to whom? Company. So, company it is transferred. Means funds are mobilized from one place to another place. You have deposited in bank. For example, assume that you have 10 lakh rupees with you. You have 10 lakh rupees with you. What you have done? You have invested in SBI Bank. Now, so what SBI Bank will do? At the end of 1 year, if it is a 6%, they will give you 60,000. At the end of 365 days, whatever 10 lakh you have invested, in return you will get how much? 60,000. How do you get this 60,000? What SBI will do by keeping this 10 lakh? How can they generate this 60,000? SBI will invest in some insurance, some stock, some shares, some loans. All these activities does by SBI. SBI will do all those activities. They generate from 10 lakh, they generate almost 15 lakh. By investing in insurance, stocks, shares, loans, wherever they are good at getting more returns, they will invest. After getting this 15 lakh, what SBI do means that 15 lakh, 10 plus 60, 10 lakh 60,000, they will give it to us. Remaining is how much? 15 minus 10 lakh 60, 4 lakh 40,000. This will go to their salary, their expenses, their profit. Everything is included in that excess money. Hope you are clear. Yes, this is what the financial institutions are. The mediators are financial services. They give services. Objectives of financial services are, there are many objectives are there. In this chapter, the main question will be objectives of financial services. This will be your 10-mark question. You have to go with the points with minimum 2 lines of explanation. Now, maintain the public's confidence in the financial system. So, if you want to invest in SBI, any insurance policy, mutual fund or somewhere, blindly we will invest in SBI. The reason is what? We have trust on SBI. It is not like a unrecognized, or it is not like the company or the institution which are not recognized in the world. Yes, SBI is a well recognized one and it has already built trust in everybody's life. Or SBI, or else will go with Union Bank, or some banks are there already. It has built trust in the people or in the public. Now, so whatever the financial services are there, the major objective is services are maintain the public confidence in the financial system. It maintains the trust as well as confidence. Second one, facilitate the deterrence of financial crimes. So it avoids maximum financial crime. While doing your Instagram, while surfing your Instagram or Facebook, you'll keep getting advertisement like 50 lakh loans in just 3 minutes, 10 lakh loan in just 2 minutes, less documentation, your loan will be credited less than 15 minutes. All these kind of advertisements will come. Just you have to upload your PAN, your Aadhaar and your bank detail. You will get your loan in just 10 to 15 minutes. Is it possible? Sometimes it is possible. They say that the rate of interest is very less, but after you're processing one by one, it takes almost 1 day to process your loan. And the rate of interest, if SBI is giving rate of interest 10 to 12% for the loan, these private sectors will go up to 30 to 36% per year. Hope you are clear. There is a reason many private sectors are there which are not genuine one, but the SBI few sectors are there which deterrence the financial crimes. It avoids. It has certain rules and regulations, certain security procedures or certain security arrangements they have already done. There is a reason few financial institutions, they are risk free. There is no chances of any crime. Then supervise financial services license in accordance with legislation, regulation and codes. All the financial services which are supervised by somebody. Who is that? Yes, RBI. Almost all the financial institutions which are recognized and registered means which comes under what? RBI. That is the reason the ratio or the percentage of crime is very less. It comes less than 1% if you go with the listed or reputed institutions. Ensure periodical evolution of the legislative and regulatory. So every year, every month, quarterly, what they do, they will regulate. Whatever the regulation rules are there, they will periodically check whether this institution is following, whether this company is following the rules and regulation. All these things will be checked. Promote best practices, mutual assistance and exchange of information by maintaining contact and forging relation with foreign regulatory authorities, international associations of regulatory authority, bodies or groups relevant to its functions. So, it promotes best practices, mutual assistance, exchange of information by maintaining contact and forging relation with foreign regulatory authorities. If you want to exchange your money with foreign currency, these services will help you. All the thing. So each and every financial related your requirements will be fulfilled by financial services. facilitate the development of the financial service sector. So these are the objectives you have. And there is a continuation. You are supposed to remember minimum 6 points with explanation. If you are not writing explanation, then you are supposed to write 10 points in your examination for 10 marks. Now, financial services are intangible. Can you see the services what they give? For example, I am teaching you. Can you see? You can see me, but services you can't see, just you can feel. Those are called as intangible. If you go to any chartered accountant office, who will file your returns, income tax return? Whatever services he does know which are intangible. Those are like if you go to any advocate, the services he gives you, those are called as intangible. What is tangible? Intangible means, for example, I am having a laptop shop or any system shop. If you come to my shop, I'll give you my laptop, I'll collect 50,000 from you. Whatever the laptop I have given you, that is tangible. You can say that I bought this laptop, I paid him 50,000. That is tangible. You cannot say that this faculty taught me. Show what he taught me. Can you show that what I taught you? No, everything is there in your mind. So these are intangible. You can feel, but you cannot touch or you cannot see that. So all the financial services comes under intangible nature. Financial services are customer oriented. Like if you go to bank, if you apply for 10 lakh loan, will the bank will give you 15 lakh? No. If you apply for just 2 lakh loan, bank will give you 20 lakh? No. Customer oriented. What is your requirement? What is your need? That much only they will support you. You want 50 lakh loan, you are not eligible for 50 lakh, then as per your requirement, as per your eligibility, they will provide you loan. Everything is customer oriented. Once the loans are given, they will update, they will do the documentation. You will keep getting the messages, tomorrow is your EMI due date. These kind of services will be given by financial services, so that every EMI 2 or 3 days earlier, you will get a reminder message. If your EMI is not paid, again you will get a message, you missed the EMI. These are the charges you are supposed to pay. All these kind of services will be given by financial services. That is the reason always financial services are customer oriented. The production and delivery of services are simultaneous function, therefore are inseparable. So which cannot be separated from one to another. It is all interlinked. They are perishable in nature and cannot be stored. Perishable means what? Yes, which they are perishable in nature and cannot be stored. So whatever services are there, they give you due dates. You have to complete in these many days. If you are not completed, then it will be considered as perishable. You cannot proceed with that. Now, they are dynamic in nature as a financial services varies with the changing requirement of the customer and socio-economic environment. Must be dynamic socio-economic changes the disposable income. It is very simple. You have invested in some company, depends on that company. If company is doing good, company got good orders, company earned huge profit, then your share price will be raised. It will be in the upper hand. So it is always dynamic, depends on the market circumstances, depends on all the market criteria, the inflation part, everything. Your shares will be decided, the value of share will be decided. Then they are proactive in nature and help to visualize the expectation of the market, which are very proactive, very active in the nature. Means all the finance sector means what? All related to cash. So everybody should be active in case of cash, because if you are inactive, there may be chances of losing money. So once you're done with all the objective, the next part will be what? Importance. Importance of financial services, like vibrant capital market, expand activity of financial market, benefit of government, economic development, economic growth, ensure greater yield. Yield means what? Income, gain. Maximize returns, minimize risk. So when you go to the reputed or genuine financial sector or financial services providers, usually what happens, your risk part will be very less and your return part will be always higher. Promote savings. So if you invest in some mutual fund or SIP, from there only you will keep getting messages. There is a best option, please save. There is a best option, instead of investing 5,000 per month, start investing 8,000 per month, start investing 10,000 per month. These kind of things they will provide you, this kind of information they will give you, that will promote your saving capability. So saving capability in the sense, what means, you will increase saving. Earlier you were saving only 5,000, now you start saving 10,000, 15,000. Whatever you earn now, almost 50% you will looking at to save. Why? Because now the lives are not secured, so that you should have savings in your account. Suddenly you lost your job, suddenly you lost your health. In these cases, the first thing is required is what? Money. If you have insurance, that will save your life. If you have money in your account, that will save your life. These are the things financial services will help you to promote. Now, promotes investment. Which promotes investment? Balance regional development and promotion of domestic and foreign trade. So import and export. Foreign trade means what? All the imports and export. Usually the India promote import or export. Yes, obviously the India which promotes import. The reason is very simple. When you export, so while import, what happens? You have to pay money. Your currency will go to that country. When you export, no, you will borrow their currency. That is the reason. Usually we say that what is a per dollar 82 rupees. Why it is increasing? When you start doing import more, your currency will go to that country. That is the reason your currency value always going down when you compare to your dollars. Now, so usually the India which promotes export, so that they can borrow money, they can get their currency. Types of lease. These are the major one. Finance and operating lease, sale and lease back and direct lease, single investor lease and leveraged lease. These are the three types you are supposed to remember. These are only your 5-mark question. What do you mean by lease? Yes. For example, you have a property, you have a machinery. For 5 years, you will give it as a lease. For example, for 10 lakh. 5 years you have given for lease. For how many years? 10 lakh. 10 lakh for 5 years. Once the 5 years term is completed, from 10 lakh you will minus some 20 to 30,000 as a charges. Balance 9 lakh 70,000 will be given back to that person, tenant or lessor. Lessee, lesser. There are two persons will be there. So lease agreement always goes with the ownership will remain with the owner itself. Only the tenant or the lease taker will enjoy the property till the agreed years, 5 years with a payment of 10 lakhs. Contents of lease agreement. Usually if you go with the lease agreement, what will be there? Name of the both the persons will be there, and all the details, address, everything will be included. Description of lessor and lessee, the amount of lessee rent, the term and conditions regarding payment, restrictions if any put by the lessor, any provision regarding renewal or cancellation. These are the major things which are included in the lease agreement. What are mutual funds? You know very well, compared to shares and security, the safest part, we cannot call it as safest. Compared to shares and security, little better. Mutual fund usually goes with long term. Shares and all, we invest in only one shares. Mutual fund, it is spreaded. Your whatever investments are there, which are spreaded to 3 to 4 companies. Those are called as mutual fund. Types on the basis of the structure. It will be like open-ended fund and closed-ended scheme. There are two types of mutual funds, and types on the basis of asset classes. So your asset classes are there. No, they have made many types like large cap, mid cap, small cap, equity linked savings scheme, multi cap fund, international fund, and index fund. These are the types on the basis of asset classes. Ways, modes of mutual fund. Usually, as I told you, SIP means what? Systematic investment plan. Every month you can plan, every quarter you can plan, every year you can plan. Those are called as SIP. Lump sum. Once you invest 10 lakh or 5 lakh, you see after 10 years what will be your return. All these returns are very higher. The reason is very simple. These things works on compounded interest. That is the reason the returns always high. I'll go back to all the previous slides so that you can take screenshot. First one, meaning, objectives of financial services. These are the importance, types of lease, contents of lease, mutual fund, types on the basis of asset classes. These are the mutual fund way of investment. So in this topic, what you are supposed to concentrate? Features, importance, what is mutual fund? Yes. So what are the lease? These are the 4 topics you are supposed to concentrate on this topic. Thank you.